What is going on with the Bend real estate market? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about today. My name is Nora Spangler, and I'm with Stellar Realty Northwest here in beautiful Bend, Oregon. Let's talk real estate numbers. Numbers are important. If you're thinking of buying or selling, you need to know what's going on in the local market. So what's going on with our inventory? Well, it is up from a year ago. We were at 270 homes at the end of February. It's down a little bit from January. Does that mean we sold a ton of homes? We're going to talk about that. Our new listings for February were up from January by about 16%. So that sounds good. But our new listings were down 40% from the previous February. So how does that figure? If we ended up with more inventory, but we had fewer new listings, well, here's the reason why. Days on market. So how long are properties sitting on the market? Well, the median days on market for February jumped all the way up to 58 days. A year ago, that was a single digit number, 6 days on market. So why do we have more inventory right now? Is it because tons of people are listing their homes for sale? No, that's not why. It's because homes are taking longer to sell. If you're looking to buy a home, you're still going to find very limited choices right now. And a lot of your choices, about 1/3 of the listings on the market right now, are new construction. So if that interests you, then great. But if you don't want new construction, wow, you are going to be pretty limited in your choices for a single family home in Bend. I'm sure if you're thinking about real estate, whether it's Bend real estate or anywhere, you know what the interest rates are doing right now. And we have reached a high point of about 7%. That's what I looked at today. Today's rates, when I'm recording this on March 8th, were 7%. So nobody really knows. We don't have a crystal ball. We're hoping those numbers go down a little bit. Maybe later in the spring, they might drop. That's what a couple different lenders have talked to me about. They expect a little softening of the rates, but there's no guarantee. They could stay at 7% or even go higher. Thinking about making a move to Central Oregon? Reach out to me. All my contact info is below in the description, or you can grab a copy of my relocation guide. So what that is doing to our market in general is it's just putting a damper on everything. We are still selling and people are buying homes every day. It's not that our market is just stalled, but it is definitely a much lower volume than we have been for the past couple years. So that's why I'm going to give you this sold number, and it's going to seem kind of wimpy. So our sold number of homes in February was about 130, which is off about 28% from a year ago. So yes, we are definitely down in sales, but our inventory is also really low. So this is not a crash. How many times can I say that? Not a crash, not a crash. We can only crash if we had an excess of inventory. And that is not looking like it is ever going to happen. Our market is tight on inventory, even with all the new construction. So if you were hoping for a crash, I'm really sorry, but it's not going to happen. Indicator that our market is starting to pick up is that the percentage of original sale price, that number is sort of, think of it as like how much of a discount are people getting on homes. Well, it went up again in February, so that's good for sellers. It's at about 96% now, and that is right in the normal range. It's where we want it to be. We don't want it to be lower than that because that kind of would indicate a crash. If people are selling homes at 80% or something of their listed price, we don't want that. Around the 95 to 100% range is where we would like to stay. That's kind of normal. So hey, something's normal. So let's get to the median sale price for single family homes in Bend. Last month, or January, it was right about 700,000, 699.9. And so now in February, all the homes that sold, the median sale price was 675,000. So that number is down about 3.5% from the previous month, and we're down about 18% from a year ago. So it's more of a normalizing of our pricing rather than a huge crash, because we were way up there, way too high. Over 820,000 was our median sale price last year in February. So it's a good thing that we are now at 675, and that's much more reasonable. Even with the 7% interest rates, people are still able to buy homes in Bend. Of all the homes that went pending in February, what percentage do you think were new construction homes? I know 2 of them were my clients because they got under contract on homes that were not even in foundation stage yet last month. Out of 146 pending home sales in February, 55 of them were new construction. That's 38%. That's nearly 40% of the homes sold were new construction. So if you look at listings, new construction is about 30 to 33% of our new listings. So people are choosing new construction over existing homes. If you need to sell your home, if you really want to sell your home this year, you are going to have to compete against a lot of really beautiful new construction homes. So is our market going to normalize? I'm not even sure I know what a normal market looks like anymore. The pandemic just seemed to drag on, and those high prices and multiple offers, it was painful, and it got quiet a little bit last year, but now I think the activity is picking up again, and guess what? I am seeing multiple offers. Clients that I'm working with have been up against multiple offer situations just a couple days into a listing. If it's a really good listing, it's very desirable, you might run into a lot of competition. So buyer tip, you've got to be ready to run up against competition. You've got to be prepared for it. Work with an agent who understands all of the ways that you can compete against other offers. Also, you definitely want to be pre-approved. Go through that full underwriting process with your lender, because then you'll be no surprises. You will be 100% ready to write your very best offer. So that is what our market is looking like, looking back at it in February. Check back with me in a few weeks and I will tell you what happened in March. I think we're going to see the market slowly pick up. It might be a little sluggish this spring, but boy, by the middle of summer, I think we're going to be pretty active and prices most likely will go up. You can check back with me on that. And I don't know what's going to happen with interest rates. They'll probably be somewhat close, I would say between 6 and 7%. You're not going to be getting a bargain on an interest rate. So just sink into that idea, get used to it, and get prepared financially. Talk to a lender, see where you're at, if you can do it or if you have to wait. Either way, talking to a lender is the best first step. Goodbye for now, and I hope I'll see you again on my channel next week.